Okay. Here she is, the rat rod. Welcome. If you're watching this, this is going to be the most boring video I've made. I'm going to attempt to change the pickups. I'm going to change the chair first because that one's creaking. And that would just be annoying. So, less creaky chair. It's always good for when you're changing pickups. I've changed pickups before, but not on a hollow body like this, so I think this is a lot trickier because there's no way in apart from the F-holes and the potholes or whatever you want to call them. So, first things first, I think we're going to take these knobs off. Don't need that there. I've seen Mr. TV Jones do. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you what I'm replacing them for. So, I've currently got these red guys, which are actually blacktop Filtertrons that they put in the Electromatics over at Gretsch. And they're pretty cool. They're good for what they are. But what I want is this little fella here. The TV Jones T-Armond, which is based on the D-Armond single coil. So I've got two of those, and that's what I'm going to be trying to replace today. So, yeah, let's get these knobs off first. That's simple, we can do that, no problem. Allen key. Let's go. Probably speed this video up in places because it's going to get boring otherwise. So, I think I only need to take off, I don't think I need to take off the master. I think I only need to take off the volume and tones. Tell you what, let's check that first. That would be clever, wouldn't it? I think it's quicker for me just to plug it in and see what it does. So, let's see what we got. Okay. Pickup selector, don't need to fuck with that. Don't need to mess with that. Okay. So that's your tone. That is your neck volume. So that should be the bridge volume. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. So I might, once I've taken these off, I might colour code them. Good advice from Johnny, so we know which is which. Tone. Oh, when they start, they're all pointing exactly the same way, which is kind of G facing down as if the bottom is where the Bixby is. So I'll try and remember that. It's not the end of the world, but it's a nice little touch. Okay, your tone. Next up, what we're going to do, we need to take this off, the scratch plate. That's easy, we can do that. I need a Phillips screwdriver. But the shittest tools, so don't judge. Need to remember where all this stuff goes. So there should be a little washer there. A little spacer. So I'll keep that up there. Next up, these two little guys. Holding it on the side. I think I put this on pretty loose because I knew I was gonna tinker it around. Cool. 2 little screws. Scratch plate is off. You can look up there. I think these look really cool without the scratch plate, so I might leave it off. I don't know. The other option we got is for the pickups. I've got silver pickup rings. They might look cool as well, but did a little Instagram poll. Everyone's saying black. Probably makes sense. I guess I could take the strings off, or I've seen TV Jones himself leaving the strings on, just slackening them, and he's able to get the pickups out like that. I could try that. It's kind of lazy, but might see if I can do that. So yeah, let's do that. Let's slacken them off. You know what? I'm going to take them off completely, because I won't take long to put them back on, and I want to make it as easy as possible for myself. Don't have a string winder, so I'm doing it with my fingers, which is just fine. Just takes a little longer, but there's a international pandemic on. There's not a lot to do, so I'm pretty happy to sit and do stuff that takes a long time. I know I'm really talking shit. Whoops. Really talking some boring bollocks, but I might cut it out. I might leave it in. I wonder how everyone's doing. Wonder how far I'm gonna get with this. I might get to a point where I can't go on. It looks kind of tricky, and I've not done much soldering, but I've done some, and I've been checking out videos to make sure I'm doing it right, and hopefully, and I had a little practice last night. So hopefully it'll be okay. I'm onto the B. That's 80% there. Is it? 2. I'm no good at maths. 6 is 100. 3 is 50%. It's a foot nose. So it's not important. Alright. Last string, the E string. Now would be a good time to give it a little clean. I need to find an old t-shirt or something. Okay, there goes the E. That Bigsby's going to become a little bit unstable, so I don't know, what can I do about that? Just be careful with it, I guess. Probably going to recycle those strings later, because okay, you can see how grubby it's getting, because you know it's a white guitar, or off-white. I think that's natural. I think it's cool. Yeah, I'm going to give it a white down there. Alright, okay. This shirt doesn't really fit me anymore, so I've had too many Christmas pies. Give that the old wipe down. Get all the dust dust off it. I'm not going to give it a pot clean, because that's just who I am as a person. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we take the pickups out. We might have to do the knobs first, actually. Okay, let's see what we got. A little looser, loosey-goosey. And there we go. Alright. So, I'm not going to completely undo these, because otherwise they might drop in. And that's when you're going to have bad time. That's the worst thing that can happen today, is if I drop one of these lads in the body. Although, I think you could still fish them out. You still got this little hole. But let's see what we got. So, I went out and got some of this aquarium tubing. It was like £2 for 2 meters or something like that off the internet. What we're gonna do is pull that over the dial, whatever you want to call it, and that's gonna grab it. In theory, it's gonna grab it, but I've got to make sure it's really on there, otherwise we could lose it, and that would be lame-a-rooney. www.lame.com. I think that's on there pretty well. I'm not sure if I wanted to do that first, because is it going to go through? It's going to be a real tight fit. Interesting. So that would drop through there. And the hole itself is very narrow. So I need to get this over the tubing for a start, which seems to be working. And B, the tubing itself needs to go through that little hole. I'm not so sure. Tell you what, I can reach this with my finger. So what I might do, I'm going to come at it from a different angle. That's really on there though, that's good, because we know that's strong. And do you know what, I've forgotten which one is which, so let's try this out quickly. Right, T on it. T for tone in black. Tell you what, I'm just going to write a diagram out, because it's silly, isn't it? It's a cool little diagram. F-all, tone, bridge, neck, up, strings. Hopefully that'll work. Gee, I hope that's right. And I've got a blue Sharpie, so I'm going to make, I'm going to put a B on that. Blue B. Blue for bridge. That makes sense. Can't really read it, but blue. T you can read, and nothing on it is neck. Nothing, N, neck. Genius. Probably not. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get away with only taking these two off, because they're the ones we need. I know that we're going to have to bring the jack plate closer, and I've got a very special tool for that. So let's see what we're going to do now. We'll take off this stuff here. Be careful not to drop anything in the hole, because as I said before, that would be lame. Okay, so these can go somewhere safe. So I've got my finger in here, don't want to drop that. There's some plastic bullshit underneath here, which is obviously from some protective shite. Right, here we go. I'm going to put this guy on here. Got to apply quite a bit of pressure. Okay, that's on there. That's on there. Come at it from this way too. I can't. Oh yeah, there we go. Just really make sure it's on. There we are. It is sheathed. So I'm fairly confident that can be dropped in. Give it one more push. Being careful not to fuck about with the electronics inside, the soldering inside. Okay, she's on. Right, so I need to snip this some kind of decent length. I've got 2 meters, which should be plenty. Right then, part 2. Here we go. So, I've got my first bit of aquarium tubing on there. I need to give it a snip. Just went for a little break. Made myself a brew. Yorkshire Gold, in case you're wondering. And this fine mug. Very nerdy cat mug. That's what the sort of thing I like. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I need to snip this. I need to figure out a good decent amount of length to leave on this. Bearing in mind I need enough tubing for definitely 1, maybe 2 guys. So I think it's not going to need to come out. Well, it's going to need to come out to the pickup and then some more so I can do the soldering. So I think I can safely go about 1.5 feet. I'm kind of guessing here, which is probably not the correct thing to do. Let's measure it. Let's be scientific. Bearing in mind there's going to be some extra twisting and turning, so let's give it some extra. So I got like 9 inches here. There's 9 here, and then give it another. If I give it 13, still loads of space. I'm going to go a bit more, give it about 15. Don't know how many inches are in a foot. Yeah, let's go long, Okay, and then if I do run out of this stuff, it's not so bad. Because an alternative is fishing wire. You can tie that to your pots. Pots is short for potentiometer, which I learned last night. I bet you probably knew that. I don't know much about this kind of thing, like I say. Right. Next one, we're going to go for the bridge. And I can get to this one quite nicely as well. Through that F-hole. Take off that thing. What do you call them? Nut bolt. Nut bolt. And then that's a washer, I believe. We take that off. Metal washer. Okay, take off this plastic crap. And underneath here, there's a little bit of paint that's come off. And that wasn't me, it was already like that. But you can't really see that underneath the knobs. So it's no biggie. So this is B. You won't be able to see my my markings, so I might have to do that on the tubing as well. And again, we have to apply some pressure. Come on. Applying pressure, yet also trying to be careful not to harm any of the stuff underneath. Being firm but fair. Here we go. Nearly. I think that's on, but it needs a bit more. No. Hopefully that will have widened it a bit. So, if you watch TV Jones doing this, well, to be fair, he might have got slightly bigger stuff. He might have got a bigger gauge tube. Either that or he's just edited it. Totally gonna edit this, so it seems like it's not that difficult. Bit of movie magic. Bit of Hollywood. CGI. It's on. But I want it to be on more. I just want to check that one. Yeah, that's still good. Feels like it's grabbed it pretty well. But I want to be really sure. There we go. Feeling good about that, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if I can pull her out. Gonna give a bit more of a tug just to make sure. Yeah, it's feeling pretty tight. So it looks like just about 6 or 7 millimeters. Maybe that will hold it, maybe it won't. I did lose some of the blue. Oh no, the end of it is blue, so you can. The tubing has rubbed off the ink, but you can see that once it was blue. For B, which is bridge, so I don't have a problem with that. That is nude or has nothing on it, which is the neck pickup, and that's easy to remember. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. So again, I'm going to give this one some more length because I've got loads spare. Right, tone. I'll tell you what I'm going to do first before I unscrew it properly. I'm going to widen that hole a bit because that was giving me a bit of jip. Maybe I can do that with something else. screwdriver, anything. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this or if I'm gonna leave in these boring chatty parts, but I feel pretty comfortable that either A, you'll be that bored you'll skip it and no one will care, or yeah, you'll just be like, you'll be in the zone with me. It's pretty relaxing, this, surprisingly so. I'm taking my time with it. There's nothing better to do. I've done the research, I think, to make sure I'm not going to mess it up. So one more time, let's get this stuff off here. This is the tone. Tony the tone pot, potentiometer. Is it a potentiometer when it's tone? I don't know. Get that little bit of bullshit off. Here we go. Now, put your hat on, Tony. Put your hat on. It's cold outside. This one goes on a lot easier now because I prepared it. So again, we'll try and get that down. A little bit further. So tone, that's you sorted, I think. Tone. Cool. Let me just check by giving it a bit of a tug. Yeah, I believe in you, Tone. Right, okay. So these guys are ready to go down. The next thing we've got here, we've got to think about is the jack. So to reach these tone potentiometers, volume pots, whatever, we're going to need to bring the jack, the entire system, closer up to these. So that means the jack's got to come with it. And I saw on the internet they're selling a lot of special, you can get very special tools for this, or you can make your own, but I've figured out, and again this is probably not correct, but pencil which has been tapered at the end. This is an HB Q-Connect HB, so I think that was a promotional item at some point. It's got the eraser at the end there because nobody's perfect. Yeah, I tried this the other night. I simply jammed it in there, gently but firmly, up to a point where it feels like it's got a bit of a grip on there, and I trust that. I think that's going to be alright, and I'm pulling it out just to check, and it feels fairly solid. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm going to jam it right in there. I don't know what else would be better. You can get a piece of dowel from TV Jones, but anything tapered should work, I guess. It's all guesswork. And then we're going to unscrew that little fella down there. Got my little crescent lad here. This will be easier to do if I hadn't put the camera here, so I might just do this. Being gently. There's no lead in that pencil, so I'm not worried about losing anything. See, he's right in there. He's can't wait to get stuck in. So hopefully we're not going to need to go much further than the length of that pencil. I mean, I guess we could add a little tape there as well, if you wanted to. Sorry, I did that all off camera, but basically pencil's still jammed in there. These lads I've unscrewed while the pencil's still in there. He's pretty tight in there. Fingers crossed that doesn't come off, because we'll have a bad time. I'm just wondering if I can... There's really not much space to play with if I wanted to put any tape on there. I think it would be a bit tricky, that. So I'm just gonna like go with it. Right, okay, gently. Probably being more gentle than I'd need to be. I don't know, it's my first time. I think it's worth taking the time. So, I think it's time to look at those pickups. And I'm going to take the rings off, because pickups are attached to the rings. I'm going to start with the bridge, I think. Should start with the bridge? No, let's start with the neck. So, here we go. And there's a chance I might need to fill in these screw holes, just in case the new rings don't match up with them. Although they look very similar, it doesn't mean they will be. So, these pickup ring bits I'm going to stick over here. That's your second screw. Bam. 50% there with this pickup. Removing it. This video is amazing. Fuck. Like, what a treat. You lucky people. I reckon there's going to be some down thumbs on this video, but I'm not too bothered. There's something to do in it. And also, maybe it could be helpful to someone, I don't know. So I watched a bunch of these videos, I found them helpful. Okay, neck, which I believe is this one here. Okay, that doesn't want to come much further than that, so I'm gonna unscrew the next one. Bridge. Jeff Bridges. Low end pickup guy. Yeah, so if we need to fill in those little screw holes, we can use a bit of toothpick and some kind of bullshit wood filler. I don't know. I'll check that out before I do that. I've had to do that before with the strap pins, which can come loose. If, like me, you like to prance around on stage and you use the guitar a lot, stuff's generally gonna loosen up. I think that's normal. It's screw number 3 on Jeff Bridges. Screw number 4. Got this screwdriver with my soldering kit, so it's probably not a great one, but it seems to be doing the job. Ping, right. Bridges. Okay. So they're all... Oh, okay, I see what we're going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to have to lay these guys on this side here. So I'm going to lay down a little bit of cloth, aka an old t-shirt. Here we go. Good grief, here we are. Not sure if you've seen that all right. But there's the pickups. And there's all this harnessing there, which is very neat. I guess, I don't know, I've not seen inside of too many of these. So next thing we need to do, we're going to get these parts out. They're going to come through one of these holes. So let's see what we can do. We've seen TV Jones do this on his video. He's kind of pushing everything through at the same time. Yeah, okay. You can see stuff starting to come through. Pencil guy, he's just kind of chilling there. Not going to worry too much about him. Feels really weird doing this. Very strange. There's a little more resistance than I thought there would be. I guess we keep feeding them through. Let's see what we got. Okay, I can see one of the first parts. Come on, boys. I can see ya. This isn't fun TV, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, I'm not going to lie, I did get a little bit confused here. Obviously, we've got the bridge all connected to the bridge pot here, and the neck, which is here, which has got the red wire. It's going to this one here. Just going to leave it where it is for now. Problem I had was, I was thinking like, okay, you've got this black, I don't know what you call that, kind of sheath around the various wires. Then you got these white connectors. But in actual fact, I think all we need to do, so I was worried you'd have to like snip it out or something. All we should have to do is disconnect these little white plugs. So there's one for each pickup. Bridge is blue, neck is red. So let's try that. And then once we've done that, we'll have to desolder the parts that connect the pot to the white connectors. And I might be able to thread that through, so I should be able to take that out. Because I was wondering if I'd have to like leave something in, which wouldn't be right. Or like, I don't know, snip it out. But yeah, let's try that, see what happens. Get the blue boy off. And then there's a little white cable tie here that I'd rather not mess with, because that's kind of nice and tidy. I guess I could undo it, but then I'd have to find something to tie it back up with, which is possible. Anyway, blue one is off. Let's take the red neck pickup out. That's easy. So yeah, I guess. Do I need all this stuff? I need some of this stuff. Okay, so I found some electrical tape, which if I need to use it, that could come in handy. But that plastic cable tie that's holding all the old pickups together, all the old pickup wires together, which are travelling through these black things here. I mean, I don't know if it's worth me trying to get them through there, or maybe I could kind of tape them on there to stop them rattling around. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is remove that little cable tie so I can get the old pickups out without breaking the wires. or having to cut them off any shorter. So here we go, little snip snip. There we go. So and what I don't want to do is drop. I need to remember that the neck pickup wire has to go under and come out through the bridge pickup bit, hole, cavity. How are we doing there? We can take this away now. There's the bridge pickup. Bye bye. Here comes the neck. Do not forget to feed it through that way. So, here they go, little red lads, black top Filtertrons, ready to go with this kind of white connector jazz thing. That's pretty clever. I guess if I bought pickups that had those on, that would be nice and easy to change, but no sir. So next thing I'm going to do, seeing as everyone's, I've checked the Instagram, and mostly people want the black pickups, and I think they might be right. There's some black sort of piping and, not piping, whatever you call it, binding and paint on it, so it'll kind of fit in. Might use them for something else one day, you never know. Okay, so next I need to unscrew these and pop in the new pickups. So here we go. Start with Jeff. Okay, where's new Jeff? Here's a new Jeff. And if you're not sure, if you get mixed up, the bridge pickup pole pieces are spaced out a little bit further because they're closer to the bridge. As guitar strings get closer to the neck, they're gonna come together. So, and then we're gonna want them the right way up, which I've got the little logo on, which helps. Though I'm a little confused because these guys have the pole pieces on the bottom. If you look at the T-Armonds 2000s, pole pieces are on the top. So that's something I'm going to have to just double check, because there's no point in getting them in the wrong way. I guess you could do it either way, but let's check. Cool, yeah, after a quick check, indeed, your bridge pickups are going to want the pole pieces towards the lower bout, just the way that the writing is, which makes sense. I'm sure if you change it, it'll have a different effect. Maybe if you want it less towards the bridge, it might sound less trebly. I don't know. I'm sure people have tried that out. So, yeah, let's take out the, how you say, black ring, pickup ring. Where's my bloody screwdriver? Bet it's under this bullshit somewhere. Oh shit, I let my brew go cold. That's a tragedy. That's gross, man. Well, you know I'm in the zone if I've forgotten my brew. That's, here we are. I knew it. It was under the bullshit like I thought. Okay, right. Okay, let's undo this little lad. And they've got a little spring under there. And with these Electromatic models, you've got a 3 points where they screw in. So you can only put them in one way up. With the TV Jones, if you're getting, if you're getting a TV Jones Filtertron size pickup to replace these, you need to get the English mount, which means they have these little ears here, so you can screw them to the pickup ring. Otherwise, no ears, that is where it screws straight into the body of the guitar, I believe. And another thing you'll need, as well as the English mount, the ears, because the Electromatic has those 3 points of screwing in, you need to get this little adapter here. Well, these came with it, so this little plastic thing just makes it possible to screw it into those 3 holes on these Electromatic pickup rings. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that great? Don't know why I know all this stuff. I guess it's important if you want to change your pickup. It's not interesting though, is it? So like normal people. Okay, here we go. Screws are out. I could keep those screws and use them, but the pickups came with screws and I'll be using them. Screws and springs. Whoop, don't drop the bullshit. Right. Here we go. Screws and springs. But whoop, those are all spare. I'm not going to need them again. So they can go. Oh, my light's dying. Down to one light. These can go in the top of this box, and I'll put the old pickup rings there, so I know that that's a bullshit box and I don't need to worry about it. I'm actually going to change the batteries in this light because I want to see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, might still have some life in it yet. Cool. Yeah, with these lights I'm running the Kodak heavy duty zinc. It was that many for £1 from the Poundland shop. So if you're wondering what batteries I use for my lights. So pickup ring. Black pickup ring. Pickup. And it has to go this way. So I need a spring for each hole. I feel like this could be a pain in the ass, but there's only one way to find out. Bridge guy can go away, the old guy is a new lad. There he is. Spring, spring, spring. Screw, screw, screw. Okay. So I guess, oh, that light's dying. I'm just gonna sort that out first. Right, okay. I've upped the brightness a bit. It's hard to see because it's black on black. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get that screw. It's the same on both ends. Between those points. Oh, hello. Is that gonna fit? It's gotta fit. Then let's give that a little screw. I'm just gonna move this shirt so you can see what's going on, because it's really fascinating. Here we go. Got one of the screws in. Time for screw number 2. spring first. Using that handy little T-Armonds adapter thing. Tell you what, Thomas Jones, he's thought of everything. Yeah, I knew it would be a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. Screw. Motherfucker. Not so difficult. So yeah. Oh shit, all my bits are falling out off the top of the screwdriver. Little design flaw there. I should be right into the... Oh fuck, it's not going in. Maybe I shouldn't swear on these things, but I'm pretty sure. There we go, we're in. Sweet. I'm just going to tidy up all my bits because the screwdriver thing. Hey, you know what? It came for free. It came with my, how you say, solder. Or as the Americans call it, solder machine. It's got this little thing and it falls off and all the little guys fall out, which is annoying. But okay, they're in place. I just need to tighten them. And I believe you want to go in a little higher than you would want them normally. I guess it's easier to loosen them maybe than it is to get them higher. I don't know. Getting hungry now, guys. I might have to stop for some kind of snack soon. Let's move this light over here. Whoa. Don't know if that's better or worse. Yeah. Let's do this side a bit, even it out. Looking pretty tidy. Maybe that's far enough. Just comparing it with the other one and maybe we can keep going. Maybe it's fine. Right, Wolfman.
It's on, baby.
Sorry, my housemate is a werewolf. Okay, that's looking pretty even. Okay, so I might look really stupid now if I do this wrong, but I need to desolder the center ring there and the black wire. However, this looks like it's been soldered together with the blue and the ground, so I somehow need to desolder that and then resolder them all on, or just desolder that, so we'll see what happens. Fucking hell. Hope this works. Alright, I'm fairly confident we're doing the right thing here. Next. Maybe I should have put some stuff down, I don't know. We're gonna go for this neck. Time for neck. Let's get this in a position where I can do stuff. So here's a moment of truth time. Yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky, but we're gonna do it. Yeah. And we just need to get this on enough that I can test the stuff. Okay, that's enough. That's enough so that we can test this shit. I'm going to plug them in properly just in case. It's going to look pretty though, isn't it? Doesn't sound so good. Got all the guys, so let's just try it out, eh? Here we go. So let's get our little knobs on. I mean, I think the bridge one is turned down, but when I turn it up, I think it's going to be okay. Right, let's just do it. Picking up the tubing here. This is for the bridge. Just going to put everything on loosely, just in case. Let's try that again. Again. Okay. Got these both on full now, so they should, in theory, both make a noise. Yes. Okay. Very promising. Very promising indeed. I guess TV Jones was saying if you wanted to, if you had the strings set up, that's the point where you could alter where the pickups are to make sure they're right directly under the strings, so the pole pieces are in the right spot exactly. I'm too impatient to do that right now because I just want to plug her in and see if she works, and also how cool it's going to sound. Right. This is a real moment of truth. Full. Holy shit. Holy shit, it works. I can't believe it. So, looks pretty sweet, let's be honest. I'll string it up. Should I have that on it? Not sure. Yeah, I'll string her up and we'll check her out. Yes! Cheers, guys.